Hello, 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 and welcome to Women's Wisdom Wednesdays, where we come together every Wednesday to empower women just like you, foster connections, and thrive on our journey of surviving womanhood. I'm Kasey Conrad, well-being specialist and whole life coach, and my lovely co-host.
Hi, I'm Bianca Cartin. I'm a business and mindset coach.
Today, thank you, Bianca. Today, we have a very special guest joining us. Her name is Marcell Voges, and she has an incredible story to share. But before we introduce her, let's take a moment to address you, our lovely audience. We want to remind you to visit our website at www.survivingwomanhood.com, where you can find valuable resources, connect with other women, and stay updated on our upcoming episodes and all of the other things that we offer at Surviving Womanhood. For example, we have a wonderful, empowering webinar coming up on January 10th for the new year. And you can find all of the information at our website and just click on webinar. We encourage you to actively participate by asking questions and leaving comments below. And if you have a story to share, we would love to hear it. This is a safe space for us to learn and grow together. We'd also like to ask you to share your favorite episodes. You never know who out there might need to hear these inspiring stories. Now, let's meet beautiful Marcell. Marcell is a skilled medical and cosmetic tattoo artist. She has 15 years of experience in the industry. Her expertise lies in intricate art of creating realistic 3D areolas for cancer survivors. And she's going to tell us more about that, which is an amazing, amazing service that she provides. Marcell, we're privileged to have you here today.
Thanks, Kasey, Bianca. It's such an honor. Thank you.
We're sure your journey is going to serve as an inspiration to many women out there.
I really hope so.
So let's get started. Can you share some of the challenges that you've encountered during your life's journey and how you've managed to move through these concerns, these obstacles and challenges to find this wonderful independent life and this generous, generous offering that so many of us are looking for?
Well, Kasey, it all started pretty much chaotic at first. I was in an extremely abusive marriage, and I was 7 months pregnant when I decided that if I don't leave, I will not make it and my child wouldn't make it. So I had a huge decision to make, and that was leave South Africa. And obviously it was a big decision. And I decided to leave South Africa and move to Bahrain. And I had no support, no friends or anything. It was just me and my newborn baby. And at that time, I was sitting thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm stuck. I have nowhere to go. And I realized then and there that I have to make a change. I had to make a huge change. So that gave me the motivation and drive to think about what am I passionate about. And my greatest passion was always in beauty. So I decided that I have to follow my passion. And I saw a huge gap in the market, especially in the Middle East, that there was a huge gap for semi-permanent makeup. And I decided that that would be great for me. I love art, I love beauty, I love makeup. And I decided to enroll in a course. I went to Los Angeles and I did an extensive course in semi-permanent makeup. And I decided, that's it. I'm going to start doing friends, family, whoever wanted. I decided, just give it a go. And slowly but surely, it became so popular, and everything just started falling into place. Everything just started falling into place. And that's how my little business started growing. And that's where I started, with a little baby.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. So what brought you to where you are now? Tell us a little bit about what it was that brought you to the place where you have learned to do this 3D areola reconstruction.
Well, it was actually my mother developed breast cancer, okay? And I remember looking at her thinking, this strong, independent woman all of a sudden lost her femininity, her confidence, being reminded every single day, constantly looking at her breast. She had a double mastectomy and feeling just like worthless self. She's got no confidence whatsoever. And I felt helpless. And I was like, come on, there must be something more that I can do. So I was thinking, how about enrolling in a 3D areola course where I can give back? I know it sounds so simple and it sounds like it's just an areola, but it's not. It's more than that, you know, it's definitely more than that. So I went to Holland and I trained in 3D areolas, and not really thinking that it's going to make such a change. But when I got back, and my mother was my very, very first client, and just by giving her an areola changed everything for her. She felt more like a woman and feminine, you know, and it was incredible to see that change. And then I realized, hang on a second, there's a market for this. But unfortunately, nobody really knows about this, you know, especially in the Middle East. There's such a huge stigma around talking about women's body parts, breast cancer. There's no way for me to go on a platform and discuss this because it is taboo. And I find that very, very difficult. But there are so many people that could benefit from this. And what I saw in my business is I do aesthetic tattooing and I do medical tattooing. And I've never in my life seen more women cry after a procedure than an areola. And then I realized that, my goodness, this is life-changing. This is life-changing.
So I just want to address our audience a little bit and let people know, because we work with a lot of cancer survivors and have for years and years. And for us, this makes so much sense. But I just like to say for those of you listening who may not be aware, when you have a mastectomy, a lot of times women get a reconstruction and it still looks like they have breasts. However, the nipples are not replaced. So if you can imagine what your breast would look like minus the nipples, that's what happens when you get reconstruction after a mastectomy. And what Marcell does is she tattoos back on an areola or a nipple area, and we will put some photos into the comment section in our Facebook, on our Facebook page, and let you see what that actually looks like, because it's such amazing work that she does. And when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see again that you have a full breast with nipple, and it's just an amazing thing. And I've been privileged to know people who she's worked on, and the difference that she has brought to them has been just amazing. So I want to thank you as a cancer survivor, because those are the kinds of things that most people don't understand that are taking place like behind the scenes, because like you said, it's not something that people normally talk about. And Bianca might have something to add as well to this.
Well, yeah, because my mum had breast cancer, so these kind of things are really close to my heart. And
Yeah.
yes, also because of the nature of your work, like you say, you can't put it on a platform. It's difficult to showcase that to people so that they can understand what a tremendous difference it makes as well,
Mhm.
people.
Abs-
So it's, yeah, you're quite limited, I guess, as word of mouth that you're
But
reliant on a lot of the time.
I really, really want to create the awareness, especially here in the Middle East, okay? Create the awareness that this is possible, you know? Every single female has the right to feel whole again and like a woman, have your femininity, have your confidence. And so many women don't know that this procedure exists and nobody wants to talk about it. So I am working a lot with oncologists and plastic surgeons, trying to get the word out to say, please put the word out that you can feel whole again and that you can make a difference, because it sounds so simple. An areola, what difference does it make? It makes a huge difference. You know, the biggest problem that I face is the ladies that had the double mastectomies and they had the breast reconstruction. Obviously, once they go through something like that, they are finished. They don't want any needles. They don't want anything done to their breast anymore. They're done. In a year or two, that's when they normally come back to me and say, I can't look at myself in the mirror. I can't get undressed in front of my husband. I feel ashamed. And it's a constant reminder of cancer. And by replacing or just giving them a nipple, it just takes away that constant reminder that this is not a breast. You know, now they feel like they're whole again. So it is a very, very difficult thing for me to put out there, but I'm trying to create awareness and I'm trying to help so many females out there, and sometimes males too. It can happen to males also.
Yeah.
And another thing is, it doesn't happen to 40, 50, 60-year-olds anymore. It's younger and younger and younger. I have clients that are 35, you know, and I just wish that they would talk about this more and let me share this on the platform. And it's not taboo to show an areola. It's not taboo to talk about breast cancer.
We're very happy to have you here and to be able to have this discussion, because Bianca and I both agree that this is such an important topic. And I want to expand on this a little bit and get a little bit more personal with you. And
Sure.
I let everybody know that your mom passed away from the breast cancer. I also want you to share how you used this gift that you are able to give, that you literally started to give this gift as at no charge, as a way for you to help deal with the grief of losing your mom.
Absolutely. You know, I honestly, like for me, I would do free nipples. I would put it out there. Ladies, come. I will do it for free because I know how hard it was for me to see my mother going through that. And it's not about the money for me. It's not about making money or whatever. It's for me, it's to make that person feel whole again. That's my whole reason why I'm doing this. I'm not doing it for anything else. I just really want to give back because obviously I have a history. My mom passed away from breast cancer, and I don't want anybody to go through that. I don't want anybody to feel like that. And I just want to say that, you know what? On October Breast Cancer Month, I'm like, guys, come, I'll give you free nipples, not a problem whatsoever. If a doctor calls me and says, can you help this patient? I will stop everything else and I will help this patient. And I must say also, when I do clients, I really, really, there's a difference how I treat. Of course, I treat everybody the same. But when I deal with a client that had breast cancer, I am so super aware of how they feel and how they feel to go under a needle again and going through the process again of working on their breast, because you're so fed up of hospitals and needles and you just don't want to do that. So I take extra care, and I always make sure that the client is super comfortable, they trust me, they feel comfortable with me, and that, you know, it is a safe space for them also to talk about it. And a lot of the times, it's the first time that they actually really talk about their experience to me. And that really hits me hard. And sometimes when they tell me the story, I'm like, I cannot charge this person. I don't want to charge her. I will just do it for free. And I'm happy to do that. You know, I'm more than happy to do that because I just want to give back, you know.
Thank you very much.
Share with us your details, and we'll share your details on our page so other people can find you.
Oh, thank you. So great.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure there'll be people that have lots of questions for you about this, because for some people this will be a whole new topic that they have never considered before, and for some people it might be something that they know from personal circumstances. Maybe they've had breast cancer in the past themselves and experience that, and can share with us their own stories about how that's really transformed their lives, things like this. So we're going to make sure we invite people to engage with all our pages, comment, and leave questions for you as well about this, because it's really, really important topic to all of us. For me, I guess some of the questions that we usually ask are a little bit different in this case, but I think for me, I wanted to see what this journey that you've been on how has it impacted your perspective on life and the importance of self-care. I'm kind of moving through the questions a little bit further, but it's obviously very impactful. So I thought this was a great question for you.
So just repeat that question quickly again. Sorry.
How was this journey into this new career? Because you obviously you started a whole new career. It's something extremely niche. So how has this perspective it sort of affected and impacted your perspective on life and your importance of self-care?
Okay, great. So, you know, as a mother and as a female, we always put our children and our husbands and everybody else first, okay? We never, ever think about ourselves. And I always tell my clients, you know, sometimes be a little bit selfish. Make some time for yourself. Take care of yourself. Buy yourself something nice. Do something nice for yourself every single day. Put aside half an hour a day and do something for yourself, because we as females are always worried about everybody else around us. And the biggest thing that I see with my clients is that finally, after years and years in their 50s and 60s, they're finally doing something for themselves. And it makes them feel good. And I'm saying, start now, start early, do something for yourself and stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling guilty. Spoil yourself a single day. Do something that you love. Go out there and try a new sport. Go out there, try a new hairstyle, cut your hair, blow dry your hair, do something for yourself. You know, you are as important as your kids and your husband, but sometimes put yourself first, but we all feel guilty. So all I'm saying is do things for yourself. Go out there, spoil yourself, you know?
Yes. I think more women can resonate with that. We should do more of that.
We're both thinking, like, what can we do for ourselves today?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Even if taking a nice bubble bath, listening to music, and take half an hour to yourself. Because as a mother myself, even if I take a bath for half an hour, I'm like guilty, because now I'm thinking, I have to get the kids ready for school. I have to make food, and just take time out for yourself. Take time out for yourself and stop feeling guilty. And also, if you want to spoil yourself for Christmas and you want to do something for yourself, do it. Go for it. You know, it is, you know, you've got the right. You do everything at home. Women are resilient. We are the glue to the family. Honestly, we are, no matter what they say. And we need to spoil ourselves a little bit and take time out for yourself. Do it.
Thank you. I'll do it. This is what I feel. I feel like I'm getting a pep talk.
Go for
I'm
it.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it today. I might have to go right now.
And don't feel guilty. Take one bath and listen to your music and not feel guilty. Your time. look after yourself first, because if you don't look after yourself, you can't look after your kids or your husband. And also after your well-being, your mental health, everything out. That's important.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you for that. That was wonderfully enthusiastic and very inspiring. Be-
Okay. I mean, I don't have any more questions. Do you, Kasey?
I don't, but I do want to say something. Interestingly enough, I met Marcell in Abu Dhabi and through another friend. And the reason that I met her and found out that we literally were neighbors was because I'm a cancer survivor, and because of some chemo that I had taken, my eyebrows had fallen out and just like kind of grew back in weird patchy ways. And Marcell actually did tattooing on my eyebrows.
Uh-huh.
And then, yes, and she did such a beautiful job. I don't know if you can tell now, but I had it done, and then you need to have it touched up like every couple of years. So I met her, she redid my eyebrows, and then a couple of years later, just before COVID, she was helping with like a new redo, which we never got to finish, did we? So
Oh, but also, you know what? My procedure and my technique have changed so much, because honestly, you have to keep up with the trend. So it's changed so much, because now I need you to come back to Abu Dhabi. I need you to come back, and we do new brows for you. And it would be so nice to do that, because I mean, really, come on. I'm going to show you my new techniques.
I love that.
I do soft powder brows. We can do your lips. We can do whatever you want.
I love that. I would really love that. So, but I can attest to how wonderful her semi-permanent makeup techniques are. And I also want to say, and maybe you can share just a little bit about this, but Marcell also does other types of medical tattooing for scarring and other things. Do you want to quickly say something about that, Marcell?
Yes, I do work with cleft lip patients, okay? Patients with vitiligo, scar camouflage, and stretch marks. So anything in the medical field, like in the medical side, that's what I do. And I mean, a lot of people are aware of that, especially vitiligo. A lot of people are so self-aware of that, and we can definitely help with that. And it's a cleft lip. I would really, really love to get involved in Operation Smile for cleft lip patients. And again, I will do it free of charge to help somebody out, because that's important to me. All the aesthetic stuff, I love. But when it comes to things like this, I'm very passionate about that. And I really, really want to help and give back. That's my way of giving back. So yes, that's what I would love to do.
Thank you so much. And we're working on that connection with Operation Smile. I have a message out there. So fingers crossed, we're going to make that connection. So
that's it.
Thank you so much. Let's take a moment to appreciate Marcell for sharing her inspiring story with us. And we are going to have her back in our next series. So stay tuned.
Oh my God. I'm excited.
Yes, so are we. Your strength and resilience are truly remarkable. And we want to invite all of our viewers to share their own stories, suggest future topics or guests, and actively participate with our Surviving Womanhood community. We are doing our best to grow this community of women over 40 in this wonderful transitional time of our life. We want to be here to help support and guide you along the way. And please remember to mark your calendars for next Wednesday on December 27th, when we will have the privilege of hosting another remarkable guest who also Marcell knows and has led us to, and her name is Marcia. And she'll be sharing another wonderfully inspiring story. Marcell, your journey is a testament to strength of the human spirit and the power of resilience. So before we wrap up, I once again just want to extend a heartfelt thank you to Marcell. I miss you. It's wonderful to see you.
I'll see you again for your new brows.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait to come back, and that's a good reason to come back as well.
You better. I'll be waiting for you.
So thank you so much for sharing your incredible story. It's going to be an inspiration to so many.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And if
Thanks.
you've been inspired or touched by Marcell's story, or you have your own experience that you'd like to share, please leave a comment below. We value your voice and want to create a community again where we can learn and grow together. We're going to put Marcell's contact information in the comments below on Facebook, and you'll be able to contact her or go to her Instagram and Facebook and see some of the beautiful work that she's done. So
Thank
to
you
catch
so
up
much.
on any of our episodes, go to www.survivingwomanhood.com and click on podcasts. So Bea, do you have any more?
No, I don't. No, thank you.
Thank you. Marcell, is there anything you'd like to say before we end?
Girls, go out there, spoil yourself.
Beautiful, beautiful way to end. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
Really
you.
Thanks.
So together, let's face every challenge, rise above adversity, and support one another on our journey of surviving womanhood. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye. See you.